Greetings and welcome to another message on your journey, sweethearts. I hope everything is well. Heck of a shift with the recent partial solar eclipse, the new moon, and the opposition of Saturn. And you know, Saturn is about discipline and handling tasks, goals, things being properly done, responsibilities. That's the planet of adulting. And last week, man, was a doozy as it pertains to adulting. Well, let's see what we have going on for you all. I'd like to thank you for being here and for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. I don't have a schedule yet, so it'll help to have the notifications. So, yeah, I got to see what's going on for you guys again. I'd also like to thank my angels, ancestors, spirit guides, oversoul, and all sentient beings that walk with me in the highest white light and protect me, you, and these messages during these exchanges. Look at that. Divine love, darlings. You know, we talked about big money recently, but they're leaning heavy on the love vibes for you guys now. Matters of the heart, because wealth definitely goes beyond just the material assets. Anything and anyone of value is wealth. So love says here, when you offer everything to the divine with detachment, you begin a love affair with spirit. So this is about when gifts are given, but they say things like it's the thought that counts, it's the energy that counts, it's that the real jewel isn't the gift itself, it's the sentiment behind it, the meaning, okay, the depth. Somebody's definitely gotten away from those riffraff as it pertains to love. This is deep sentiment, I feel here. Very deep. We have now gratitude. Yes, this is that kind of message. So you're not in the mood for getting all soft in the heart chakra space, then you might want to go ahead and click off. But for others of you who are kind of hoping to finally have genuine connections, here we go. It says, fill me with gratitude for all you give. May I be a vehicle for you wherever I go. Gratitude. When you have divine love and gratitude here, that is a level of reciprocity that a lot of us have probably been lacking in the past few years. All right. We have, deepening. This is real depths coming in as it pertains to your connections. All right. It says, once you're on earth for enough lifetimes, your old soul will begin to long for non-grasping detachment and surrender. They bring the peace of God. Now, when we talking about surrendering something with detachment, this is about no strings attached type thing. This is genuine generosity, giving of yourself or giving to another. But this sounds like a connection where one is giving this with the focus really being the sentiment as opposed to the physical gift. Okay. And in addition to the feelings of it all being the most important part, this is something that's truly being given, truly being expressed and generously given with detachment. There are no strings attached, meaning it's not a trap. There aren't ulterior motives. This is a real deep divine love. I mean, they started off with divine love, and this is just going into the description of it all. There's the energy of delusion with true offering. So you're being called into your subconscious space. This is that type of offering. When they talking about delusion, they're talking about your subconscious mind, the dream state, the hidden portions of your psyche. Okay? Not the things on the surface that make sense, that already make sense. These are the dots that still need to be connected, still need to be found and then connected. So there is a true offering that should be happening, okay, in your subconscious state where your original blueprint is, where your direct connection to source is, okay, the dream state. It says, Intention without surrender can be a fast path to delusion. Now, with this part being taken into account, this is talking about the people who really think that they can only half give something but get a whole return. No. Okay? So this reading absolutely has everything to do with reciprocity right here. You guys are stepping into connections or being guided towards connections that have to do with reciprocity. Real reciprocity. Now I'm just going to do the bare minimum to say that, to get you to say, yes, I'll be your spouse. Or to get you to believe, yes, it's worth your time to be my friend or my business partner. No, I'm not just this is like breadcrumbing, the opposite of breadcrumbing. This is about you actually giving over your whole portion of the feast instead of pussyfooting around or being with people who pussyfoot around. True offering, okay? True offering says it takes what can be an unbearable cross and returns it to love. People act like genuinely giving to people that they love or genuinely giving love to people who deserve it like it's some sort of a chore. Okay? This is about not being a lazy lover and not being with lazy lovers, because even the bare minimum, anything just beyond the bare minimum is just going to seem like such a taxing task. Now, notice we started out this reading talking about Saturn. This is about handling business, okay? But this is talking about handling business and handling your responsibilities as it pertains to the people you say you love, or as it pertains to the people that say they love you. They're gonna have to show and prove. Look at this, bottom of the deck is love. This is about people who bullshit as it pertains to serious matters of the heart. What are we doing talking about these people again? What are we doing talking about these guys again? Yeah, no more lazy trash. Now from this side of it, karmic, if you're watching, if the situation looks like it comes with more responsibility than you can handle, then stop being fake about it and just get out of the way. If you know you can't be a spouse that's going to adhere to the expectations you actually set with your soon-to-be spouse or your spouse, then back out. Like, stop being a fake loser. So, stop it. You know you can't handle adulting. As it pertains to love, you want to be selfish, you want to be absent, you want to be aloof, you want to be manipulative, you want things your way, you want nobody else to matter, even though this has everything to do with how you connect to others. I don't understand how you connect to others is supposed to successfully happen if the others don't count. I don't know. But somehow your narcissistic genius seems to work on the weaker ones, but I don't read for the weaker ones. Anyways, if you know you can't cut the mustard, get the freak out of the kitchen is all we're saying. Okay? Isn't that right, friends? That's all we're saying. Get out of the way, you big liars. Okay? So let's have some energy on this spirit with the uprights. Let's have it. We have the Fool. Yeah, we're starting. You guys have a new beginning. In divine love, with actual gratitude, with actual reciprocity, with no weird, enslaving, oppressive strings attached. Yeah, no. We have the Nine of Cups, having it your way, and not because you're a bully, but because you actually earned the right to have your desires met as well. Okay? Selfish people want to make you feel like what you need or what you want is too much, and that's garbage. That's not real. That narrative is not real. That's the delusion. Okay? The Magician is here, baby. You manifesting. You have manifested this Nine of Cups, this deep love. Ace of Wands is here. This is divine power over your life. your maker has given you the authority to express your own will. Look at this, bottom of the deck, 10 of Cups. Your will is divine bliss, divine love. This is all 10 of the Cups, beaming, filled up with goodness. Yeah. You know how you get 10 cups? Everybody came and brought their cups. It wasn't you showing up with the 6 or the 7 you could carry, even though that's the majority anyways. And then the other wise ass being like, well, I didn't bring any cup, but I'm sure expecting to drink from all 7 of those. Get out. That's what you're supposed to say to that. The very next words to be spoken are negative. This is over. Okay. We not. No. Look at this. The moon is here. Didn't we say something about the subconscious mind somewhere back? Or it's probably in the other reads. They've been talking about that heavy because you guys are getting tons of weird dreams and downloads right now. But your subconscious mind is where the programming started, right? You started wanting for better. You started wanting for more. It spilled over into your dream state. And that's how it really started to manifest, is because mind is over matter. Everyone knows that. You know it. And so you went into your subconscious mind and you got rid of those psychological subconscious blockages. You got them out of there. Okay? 10 of Wands was the subconscious blockage. You had some struggles in the subconscious mind because of all the creeps and the gold diggers and stupid people you run into in your adult dating life. Okay? 6 of Pentacles is here though. Okay? But this is talking about the struggle that you have experienced in the past with everybody giving and receiving what they actually deserve. You've been with some real lazy bums. Okay? Ew. They disgust me so bad. 6 of Wands is here, though. You're stepping out and you're being openly rewarded by spirit. Yeah. So whoever the losers were that thought they were going to show up doing this half-assed mess in the most serious areas of life and togetherness, you're getting out. Exit stage left. You have no place around my friends. Okay. You stink. And this is going to be the divine openly rewarding them, okay, for still showing up with their portion every time. Because everyone's getting what they deserve. They're the only ones that get to drink out of the cups. You don't get nothing. Karmic, you are dust throat. You get to remain thirsty. Okay? And not only do you get to remain thirsty, you get to remain thirsty and have to watch, or have the ability to watch my friends drown themselves in good quenching, life-giving waters. Okay? Restoration. Queen of Wands is here. Okay, again, this has been manifested. The Magician, this lines up right under the Magician. This is talking about how you wielded this reality. This didn't happen by accident. Okay, you called it in. You did it properly. You called in what you knew you deserved, and then on top of that, the universe is going to give you some bonus goodies. Okay. Because this isn't just love, baby. This is divine love. Okay? We have the Knight of Swords here and the 7 of Wands. Yes. Your ancestors, your spirit guides, your all that walk with you in the highest white light. They ran up on your behalf like, get out of here. Get. Get on now. Get on out of here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Running them off like little stray dogs. Get off our land. Yeah, that's them right here. Rushing in right here to protect you. Okay? You called in the cavalry. Here they come. This is them right there. Okay? Bottom of the deck is the 2 of Swords. Okay? This was just about you deciding, I don't want that trash anymore. And even though some of the trash look kind of good, smell kind of good on the surface, you know it's trash though. You know that trash when you smell it. Okay? Because there's nothing else on earth Okay, there are very few things on earth that smell like rotting fish. Okay? You smell that crap, you kind of know it's some type of rotting fish. Some type. Whether it's the kind with fins or the kind with 2 legs. You know what you smelling. You can't mistake it for nothing else. Huh. So, this is telling you that those people from the past, they're going to have to watch you be happy. Yeah, because your maker's making sure it's being known. Yes, this person deserves divine love, not you. Oh my gosh. Oh goodness. Oh, dusty throat. Boy, I'm talking about would probably kill to lick the rim on one of them 10 cups you got coming. And they can't even come near. They got to stand off to the side. They got to stand off to the side and watch you just drown yourself in good liquor. No. I'm not encouraging drink because I don't drink. But I'm saying they're going to have to watch you quench your thirst with good mango juice or good pineapple juice or some good alkaline water. Coconut water. Just quenching one's soul. All the thirst with cups to spare, just sitting around and they over there breathing exhaling dirt because it's so dusty inside. I'm being petty now. All right, so as far as signs go, we have the moon giving off that Piscean sort of Cancerian energy. Okay, we also have the Queen of Wands out here. That's your fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. Okay, doubling down on that wand energy with the Ace of Wands over there. We got the Magician out here, if I'm not mistaken. That's giving Gemini, Virgo energy. The Fool tends to talk to or about Aries. Hang on, is it Aries? You know, they be switching up. Well, not switching up. Some of them have multiple energies that run through them. But anyways, those are your signs. I got one of my old school handcrafted decks here. Woo! Look at this. Good and fresh. Stay cool. That's what I said. You good. Didn't I say you quenching your thirst? And you're staying cool. This is literally Spirit talking about all of your refreshing cups. All of your refreshing drinks. You're staying cool. You're staying fresh. You're staying hydrated, baby. You're getting all those cups. They ain't getting nothing. The sun is out here, okay? That's fun. That's what, like, you this is literally, I don't know if you used to watch the Chappelle Show back in the day, but this is literally like the Rick James skit where he's like, drink up, be merry. Yeah, this is you drinking up and being merry. The sun is out here. Having a good time. Hydrating. While old Dusty is over there just wanting. All they can do is want. Woo! Life is all about balance. So this is the scales being balanced, and this is how it's being balanced by your people. Like I said, you called in the cavalry, and they pulled up like this. Look at the bikes. They pulled up. They pulled up on speed dial, like where it's at, where they at. They're slapping them down. If they had a cup in their hand, it's getting slapped out of their hand, like, put that down, you vagrant. You know what I'm saying? You stray animal thing, you. Get out of here. Look at that, because they got trouble in mind. They hurting. They're like, but I just want a sip. No. You get nothing. You need to get out of here. Is what you need. They getting, ooh, bananas is out here. I heard 3 masculines. Okay. So 3 masculines, they're talking to you or about you. You heard the zodiac signs before. Oh my gosh. Look at this. We got the reverse empress. Ooh, there's a whore out here. I'm sorry. I can always smell one. I be like, oh God, there's a harlot among us. Yeah. So this was that person that was giving they were half-tailed and giving their love to you because they were all over. They were for the streets. Because that's more than one banana right there. And then there's a reverse empress here. That's a whore. Okay? I know what I'm looking at. That's a harlot. Okay? Either someone was being a harlot or they were being a harlot. Because you can't be someone with a harlot and not also be a harlot. So yeah. They might be more of a harlot than you, but birds of a feather, you know? Look, travel far enough to meet yourself. They're saying get away from that trash so you can get back to your center, which is the divine love. Okay? Yeah. And here we have love. Love. Peace and love. Man. Yes. Yes. This is someone that was about shortcuts and delays. No, this is exactly why they don't get nothing to drink. They wanted to hurry up and cut the line, and now they gotta wait till the end, and it ain't none left at the end. Everybody else get a drink but them. Okay, they left things what's the word, open-ended with you. They knew god daggone well, like I said it before, they knew they weren't going to be able to cut the mustard, but they were just shoo-shooing along as it pertains to getting out of the way, even though they knew they weren't fit for the job. It's like, you know, you suck at this job, just quit instead of tanking the company. No, they rather just sit there and suck up resources and tank the company, knowing they lied on their resume. Ew. 0001 is out here. You may be seeing lots of zeros, lots of ones. Remember, zeros is about receiving. Ew. They're talking about the horror again. Look at this. Let's go back here. There are 3 bananas here. And on this card, it just so happens to be 3 holes or 3 zeros. Like you could literally boink this heifer anywhere. You know the 3 holes. They're talking about this guy. And it says God is talking to you. Harlot. Okay? Because it's one in here watching. You know you was hunching all of those folks and not giving your 100% to anybody because you were all over the place. Or, sir, you know you was dealing with a harlot that lived that kind of life. Come on. This person is about shortcuts and delays. Yeah, forget getting to know you. How about we just have some drinks and you take that off? Ew. Okay? So, this is God reassuring those of you on the up and up that you know you weren't imagining things. I don't care how much of a princess or how much of a good guy someone could pretend to be. You could smell the horror on them. Yeah. And that's why you were redirected or are being directed towards divine love. Okay? Look at this. Do not lose hope. And now we got another hole. Don't lose hope, though. This is real skanky, whoever that is. Take the risk or lose the chance. It's just so much that they are really squealing on this heifer now. Everybody around was an opportunity. I'm getting the energy of someone that may have tried to boink your friends. Okay? Now, on the alkaline side of this is about you. You needing to be ready for the opportunity that's approaching because you're getting away from old 3 holes over there. Okay? You're getting away from all 3. Like, yeah. Look at this. Strong possibility of this opportunity approaching. Okay. Look. Bliss with chemistry. Real chemistry. My love. You're moving on. You're moving on from the harlot. Thank goodness. That is giving real dirtbag energy over here. But first, you have to love yourself. Look. You see that? Now, not that you don't love yourself. We're talking about you actively loving yourself. Like when someone tries to hand you a wore out 3-hole action and you haven't seen them all month or they didn't call you on your birthday. No. They don't get to just come around again, okay? You got to respect yourself. Continue respecting yourself. I don't care what kind of story they're coming up with for you. Okay, love yourself. And feel good about it. It shouldn't feel like a chore for you to give to yourself either. Oh, I don't want to have to pay to get my own nails done. I don't want to have to spoil myself. I don't want to know what it takes to spoil myself. I just want somebody else to do it. That's lazy. You being lazy to yourself then. Don't do that. Look at this. The sun is out again. Your sunshine has come. Here it is. The positivity, the fun. It is so. Okay? You've earned your stripes. Okay? You've earned your stripes. It's time that you have a good time and a good vibe with someone who's actually there for good vibes. They're not there to steal or take or rob. You stepping into this wealthy in all ways, best timeline. You have to know that you have earned and that you deserve people around you that you could trust with your life. This is what we're talking about here. That's what we're talking about here. Look at this. Love you forever. You forever. Not your black card. Not your 3 holes. You forever. Say yes to new adventures. Okay? So you have this coming towards you. For a lot of you, it's been coming up in other reads. And this has everything to do with Virgo season. Okay? So be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for your... Look at this. Bottom of the deck. Stop going over there. Somebody's still dealing with 3 holes. Or 3 bananas. Stop it. They're riffraff. This is your message. They're riffraff. Last week you was over there. Stop going over there. Be patient with the process of your new manifestations. There is divine timing involved because it's divine love. Okay? Have some discipline. You don't need 3 holes, three nanas. That acidic Aries is a dog-faced mutant. We did say it was fire sign energy out here, didn't we? They getting on that Aries, whoever it is. You know who it is. Okay? Look at this. There's a Cancer involved. Or a Cancer season. This could be any placement, sun, moon, rising, Venus. We've seen sun a lot, though, so it's probably their sun sign. All right, look at this. Mascara. Mascara. This is a song by an African group called Fabrigas Les Métis Noirs. Excuse me. Okay? And this is about the mask coming on and off. Yeah, they're telling you that some of these, especially that acidic Aries, is a faker. Fake. Okay? No daggone well they can't cut that mustard. No daggone well they can't be true to nothing. They're going to put that mask on. Get them out of there. Shim Angel 18 is here. Kaliel. God, prompt to grant. Say the word. And the cavalry pulling up immediately. Pronto. Kaliel style. Okay? 18 in major arcana is the moon. Again, all you got to do is ring the bat line. That's the line in your subconscious mind. Okay? That pineal energy, the subconscious realm, astral state. All right, 18 reduces down to 9, which is Virgo. We're fresh in the Virgo season. Happy birthday to the Virgos. But Virgo season is hot for a lot of us that's tying up those loose ends and claiming our next level. Okay? Look at this. They're saying stay focused. Flight Kingdom card out here, the focus of the eagle. Okay? Eagles may be significant, maybe a totem for you or something. Heseg. Heseg is a Hebrew power term for achievement. Because even though we've been talking about love, we still started this read off with the energy of Saturn, which is about someone that handles their business. You hear me? As it pertains to matters of the heart, the person you're attracting is not going to be playing no games with you or about you. They're not going to play with you. They're not going to let nobody else play with you. And that's the reciprocity between both of y'all. Heseg. Heseg. Cultivate the energy. Woo! They said, let's talk about it. But you know what it is. You're not underaged. If you are, you're not supposed to be over here. Okay, kid? So y'all can talk about it. I don't want to talk about it with you. Just know that your new person is going to really like you. In all the ways. They're going to love you divinely, honey, in all the ways. Look at this. This just hit the floor. Pray for peace and power. Okay? No more weaknesses. No more weakness within your will. Okay? Pray, meditate, stay focused. Focus of the eagle. And don't cry for those karmics because they over there thirsty and shriveling up. Hey, you ever seen that old movie? What the freak? Who was it? Steven Spielberg, I think. I don't know. But he made that old horror flick back in the day called Thinner. Yeah. Look it up if you haven't seen it. You don't have to watch it. Find a trailer. You'll get the gist of it. The way that man, that fat, plump, greedy looking fucker. Ooh. That Buster. The way that thing starts to shrink away, that's what we talking about with them karmics drying up while you got all these cups laid around you. Now, of course, typical you would be ready to try and help someone because you have so many cups. You literally can't even drink all them cups by yourself. But they're yours still. And even if you're going to share some of those cups with somebody, it can't be the karmics. It don't matter how much extra you got and how dry they look. Don't cry for them. Don't cry for them at all. Seeking deeper insight is here. Woo! Sugar. So somebody is under judgment. This is what this is. They're under judgment in the cosmic courts, and a lot of times that stuff as above plays out so below. Okay? Because thoughts and astral stuff becomes things. Thoughts become things. So in spiritual court, they're under scrutiny. You are not to be trying to have pity on the assailants, yo. Don't cry for them. They're under judgment. Gemini energy is out here, sun, moon, rising, Venus. Okay? Restoration. Like I said, you're being replenished. They're drying up. And this is the kind of treatment and stuff you've been trying to figure out, the linchpin, like the crack the code to this thing for decades, probably your whole life. Okay? A lot of you probably had parents that didn't stay together and you just don't even know what it looks like in real life. Okay? First, middle, last initial F is significant. I'm hearing Franklin, Foster, Long and Foster. Aren't they like a mortgage company? Banking? Miami is significant. F. Francine. Fernandez. I keep seeing Fosters. Falcons are significant. So another totem coming through. Shim Angel 37 here. Aniel, God of virtues. Look, you too good for that person. Ugh. And that's why with that 3 and 7 reduced down to 10, you got that Wheel of Fortune energy on you now. Yeah, and they don't, because a vile vortex is here. They're getting tossed out into the South Atlantic anomaly. Okay? Something about Brazil and the South Atlantic Ocean could be significant, but I'm telling you right now, that's a dumping ground for the ancestors. They dump people over there all the time. It's like a pre-processing center before actual hell. Okay? Scorpio Sun energy is out here significant. An amazing party. Woo! Hang on now. That's probably talking about 3 bananas and three holes. But this is also talking about the joy you're going to have within your own setup. Hatuna is here. Ooh, this is somebody you used to be married to in a past life. In Egypt, in Kemetic times. Ooh, you may have some some energetic ancestral energy. What in the world? This is for others. I'm not going to put that on y'all right now, okay? Because this is about those that like to do energy work at home. Okay. So if this ain't your thing, fast forward. But a manifestation tip is when you are praying and meditating and you have a candle lit to set the tone for the sacredness that should be involved, okay? If your goal is to attract, okay, and you're using a 10 candle, you know, they come in a little candle tins, and you're attracting, I would highly recommend to do that. But in that case, you would place magnetic hematite around the 10 candle, okay? Put one on each side. Try not to have them too close together, like, because then they'll snap together and be both on one side. You want to create a magnetic space between them. So you put one on each side and it'll create a magnetic force field that is drawing in the energy, the tone that you set as it pertains to the energy. So if you're sitting down meditating on divine love, which is what this reading is about, someone that's about their business and about divine love, okay? And you're encouraging the energy, or you're making yourself magnetic so that you attract what is appropriate for you. Actually, magnetic hematite on your 10 candles will do the trick. All right, Pisces season is significant for somebody. Smooth sailing. Yep. In the next couple of days. So this is probably for those of you who have been basking in the energy of the fall equinox, okay? The new moon and that partial solar eclipse. So you're making those changes, you're making those upgrades, making the conditions right for your person to show up. And look at here. Happy spouse, happy house. That's it. That's it. You're finally going to get what you deserve. And those jewels that you've been trying to find and connect, that they become revealed to you. That moon energy dissipates. What once was hidden in your subconscious mind will be finally unearthed and exposed in your real life. Congratulations, honey. You did well. Look at this. Behind that is Sedek, another Hebrew power term, fostering the energy of justice, that which is balanced, proper, and correct, what is righteous. Okay? Wow. Good luck on your journeys. Yeah, no more 3 bananas, 3 holes. Them guys are they got too much going on. They still bringing in stuff that's not divine. Okay, ugh. All right, that's your spread. I hope it's been helpful. Check out the description below if there's any other details you need as it pertains to myself, or how to get a personal reading if you'd like one. And until next time, peace.